not a game. The jungle is no longer safe for you. You're being hunted by a tiger.
Welcome to another Slice of SciFi video review. I'm Noah Richmond.
And I'm Daren Goldsvik.
And we are talking about The Jungle Book, the 2016, I would say live action version, seeing as how there's one actual real actor in the film, and the rest of it is pretty much a different kind of animation than the Disney original.
Did you ever see the original?
I saw the original, but I was quite a bit younger, and I really can't say I have much memory of it at all.
Well, they just came out with it on Blu-ray just recently, out of the vault, the Disney vault.
Ah, okay.
And of course, I have to get that, because it was a classic. And so, I've always been a fan of the original, of course.
Well, so this is a question I have then. How close is this to the Disney original? I assume you've seen the original recently enough to have it.
Yeah, there's some variances in it too. I mean, if anything, this version we're going to talk about in a second is a little darker. So, but the overall theme is, still the same. But
the theme is the same. Okay.
Yeah, but there's some differences, of course. But I've never read the actual book that Rudyard Kipling wrote, so I don't know how much different. So that's the thing. Is this one closer to the actual book, and the cartoon that came out in the 60s, different? I mean, that's the whole point. Right. I don't know. So
yeah, and see where I'm coming from is from having read the book, and this is certainly in no ways would I call this faithful to the book.
Right.
But I would say that I was impressed with the elements that it took from the book, and I actually thought it did a pretty good job of taking the elements of the book, adapting it to the screen, and putting it together into a coherent narrative, and at the same time making it its own story. It was not one of those films where you read the book and then you see the movie and say, oh, boy, they really messed it up. This was one where actually I was glad that I read the book ahead of time. It gave me some background for what story this was coming from, but it also made me appreciate what they did with it that much more.
Well, I as a kid watched it, and of course, when you're young, anything with singing bears and such is quite a fun thing to see. And so, again, we are talking about The Jungle Book as it's getting ready to meet the big release. So what did you think of it?
Well, I just thought it was a really solid, fun movie. I thought it had a lot of heart. Originally, when I heard Disney is coming out with a live-action remake of The Jungle Book, who cares? Why would I want to see that? It's just going to be something that's just turned out for cash, and so what? Right. And so I was really surprised by how much fun it was, how much heart it had, how just well done of a movie it was, and how good I felt coming out of it. It was really just a good time at the movies. I would definitely put it right up there with things like the Toy Story films, Shrek, The Incredibles, Pixar movies, things that are just good, solid crowd pleasers that are just well done and appeal to all ages. It's definitely another one of those kind of hit films.
Yeah, actually, I agree with everything you said there. It felt good after leaving the theater. It was, nothing against Jon Favreau. The last two movies he had put out, the Iron Man 2 and, of course, Cowboys and Aliens, were not too good in my book. And so I wasn't exactly expecting Jungle Book to be really good. But, of course, boy, was I proven wrong, because he really did an amazing job. You could tell he was in love with the source material, and it was a labor of love, you could tell. I mean, the animations were just amazing. In fact, I don't think I've ever seen a movie that made you, because obviously it was green screen, but I didn't think that's green screen.
Yeah.
And I think maybe the performances of the voice actors really played their part in it. And like Bill Murray as Baloo was awesome. And so, and Shere Khan.
Yeah, Shere Khan was just amazing. Idris Elba did. Talk about a menacing villain.
Oh.
That is the one thing I would say. You might not want to bring really small children, because that Shere Khan is absolutely frightening.
I tell you what, though, if he ever decides that he just wants to do voice acting, he's going to have a lot of offers.
Yeah.
The guy is good.
Yeah. Also, the other thing, the animation, just the way all the animals moved and their facial expressions, really top notch, extremely well done. And
Yeah, like I said, when you left the theater, you were feeling good. I was feeling good. I definitely will be seeing that again. But you're talking about live action movies because we've had Cinderella recently, Maleficent, and so you have this movement going back, and now they're putting real life action sequences. Movies to the classic cartoons, and so not to be skeptical or anything. So I wasn't expecting the movie to be this good. So I was happily to be proven wrong because it was really good. So I highly recommend it.
Yeah, and again, my thoughts on the film as well. I thought it was going to be a completely pointless and unnecessary remake. I was really pleasantly surprised by how fresh of a film-going experience it was.
Go see it.
So that's my thoughts on it. Thanks for watching Slice of SciFi.
Yep. See you next time.